Hello and welcome to Starting Up Your Fashion Business. Thank you so much for joining me. I am Sarah Kay. I'm an award-winning business mentor. You're in qualified hands. I've been doing this for 15 years. I've studied businesses, marketing, for a very long time, put it that way. So all my years of experience, 15 years and probably longer than that studying, I've got the knowledge and I want to pass it on to you. So that's a little bit about me and my background. I've worked with some of the biggest brands and organizations, startups in the world, from employees and organizations like DKNY, Gucci, Vivienne Westwood. We've had employees from there. I've worked with people starting up fashion businesses one-to-one. And you can go onto my website, www.sarahklondon.com, and you'll see on there some of even the testimonials of some of the clients, some of the projects that they've created after getting involved in some of my startup projects. One of the reasons why I'm doing this and exclusively on Eventbrite before we jump into things is to just say that I've been doing this for like 3 years, this starting up your fashion business, face-to-face workshops and meetups. And what I noticed was there was literally sell out. It would always sell out. And I would just think, okay, hold on, COVID's come along and there's no opportunity to meet you face-to-face. And I've had so many inquiries. So I thought, why not do some more, but do them online using Eventbrite and Zoom. So this is the reason why I've put it up together. And this session is not going to be an hour and a half like what you probably sign up with YouTube and you think, oh my God, just give me the top secrets and leave me alone, because we're all busy. We haven't got time. And this is why I'm here in our offices. I'm especially recording this for you guys. It's not going to take long. It's going to be about 15 minutes. And why I've kept it so short is because we just want the golden nuggets. Don't waste our time. You know, when you're watching these things, I like to treat you how I'd want to be treated. Don't waste my time. Just give me the golden nuggets. If I want more, I'll come to you. If I don't, thank you very much. Do you see what I mean? So because I want to treat you how I want to be treated myself, and that's what my business is all about as well, putting people over profit. My top 10 stages, secrets are all in this video. I've put a little slide together as well, which I'm going to share with you shortly. So we're going to go through those stages together, but I'm just going to give you the one main thing that you need to do to be able to start up. And this is what this session is all about. Yeah. If you have any questions or anything like that, please feel free to contact me, but I'm sure you'll be absolutely fine because normally the session says it all. At the end of the session as well, what we are going to have is, I'm going to tell you about the course that I've put together. The course is literally any information or questions that you have, and this isn't enough for you, is something that you can just sort of, I'll keep mentioning it here and there, the course, because these 10 secret stages, they're all in this course that I've compiled together like a startup business blueprint. So I'm hoping that if you are struggling and you don't know what to do, this video may not be enough for you, but it will be sort of an extra thing that I will mention. So every time I say the course, it's something that I've put together after doing one-to-ones with people. So the price of paying for a one-to-one, you get all the information in this course together. It's actually less than even meeting me because I've put it on a special offer for you. So hopefully all that jam-packed in that course. These are sort of the teasers, the best bits out of the course that are going to help you if you just want to get on and you just want the top tip throwing. Give me a little teaser of the course, Sarah, and this is what it is essentially. So let's get started. We're going to help you. I'm going to help you to start up your business, your fashion business, whether it's beauty, whatever it is. And these are my 10 secrets in our lovely Buckingham Palace offices. They call them Buckingham Palace Road, but we're not actually in the palace. We're just a stone's throw from it. But my point of sharing that is you could be in that same position with your business to inspire you. So this is the journey. We're going to start here, and hopefully at the end of the journey, your startup journey, and hopefully you purchase the course At the end of that, you're going to be enjoying whatever your Buckingham Palace is, whatever your goal is at the end. Because my business goal was I wanted lovely, lavish offices. Your goal might be I want to start my business. And you launch. That's the whole purpose of it. So I'm hoping this sort of atmosphere and having an expert by your side will help you to launch. So let's get started. Let's kick off this presentation. I'm going to share my screen with you now. So let's kick off this presentation. I'm sharing my secrets with you. So first things first, like I said, we haven't got time to waste. Let me give you the first secret. The first stage is your roadmap. Your roadmap meaning your goals. What do you want to do? Oh, the lights have gone out. What do you want to do? While I do that, while the lights come back on, there we go. Just me moving around, gets the lights back on. I'm not stopping this video. We're going to carry on because it doesn't matter. Like a pro, we're going to carry on. So now that we have light, you have light on your roadmap journey, fingers crossed. So what I mean by roadmap is, what is your goal? What do you want to do? Yeah, we know that default we need to make money, but what is your purpose? What is the end? It might be right now, Sarah, it's not even about the money. I would even say the first thing that you might want to think about is, Sarah, the first thing I want to do is I just want to launch. I just want to have a great website. I just want to start using social media, even just putting some launch posts up. I want to have a professional website up. I want to have my logo, my branding, just little things. Whatever your little goals are, get a piece of paper and pen and just write them down. That's why, by the way, there's about, you can see on this screenshot, you've got about 5 little colored dots. So I would call them like milestones. What are your milestones? Does that make sense? So the first milestone might be, I just want to get my logo done. I just want to have some good packaging, branding, or I just want to get my product finished to the best of my ability. And then second, your milestones might come out as we do this presentation anyway. The answers will come as in, what could be your next goal? For example, number 3 is, actually number 4, sorry, and number 7, something like that, is your website, creating your website or doing a bit of your branding. So by doing those things, that is like a roadmap, essentially, your milestones to getting to launch, because we all think about the bigger picture, but we don't actually think about the little milestones that you can see on your screen now. What are the little milestones that you need to get to that bigger picture of the launching? Don't let it overwhelm you, but it's just to make you aware that those little things will get you to the bigger ones. Yeah. And like I said, we've got the 10 secrets and 10 stages here. So we're going to go through them. So if you don't have any milestones in mind, this presentation should help you to even give you some of those as well. I'll give you the answers, in other words. So you need to know maybe your top 5 milestones. Okay. So next one, finances. Don't let finances put you off. I know it can be slightly off-putting, but think about your personal finances. Think about what kind of money that you do have set aside for your business. And I recommend it. You do need to have a separate pot, and slowly every month when you get your wages, take a look. And by the way, all these things that I'm mentioning are in the blueprint course that I've created. So all the things I mentioned, we do the roadmap, you get your goals. There's in the course, you've also got a financial planner, so a personal planner. And I list down your, what do you pay for rent, food, etc., rough ideas, bills. And then at the end of it, there's a document that I've created, that same document where at the bottom, you get to figure out how much money you have at the end. Now, that might be scary. You might say to me, Sarah, that's too scary for me. I don't want to look at that. I don't want you to look at it feeling overwhelmed and thinking, oh God, I can't do this. This is too much money. The point isn't to scare you. The point is just to show you that maybe you can save on some of the food that you're spending. Maybe there's an area where you're going out and drinks, you're paying for other people's drinks. And even if you saved that money for paying other people's drinks, some people in other worlds and other worlds, in other countries might be thinking, who does that? Who pays for other people's drinks? Well, British culture, my friends used to. So this is just my top tip, that you just take a look at some of your outgoings. And I'm not saying like literally don't have fun. I'm just saying sometimes even £20 a month or £50 a month can help you. By looking at that personal table, you can then figure out what you do have aside for your business. So then you're not too worried, because I want to take the fear out of starting up. And when you know you've got business aside, or let's say you're earning a really healthy amount, you know, okay, 10% of my earnings goes towards my business, and keep that money separate in a separate account. And that's how financials is crucial. But like I said, the course goes in detail. My sort of presentation is just to give you the best bit of it, what's going to help you to get to the next stage. So that's number 2, finances. Being clear on your finances and making some deductions where you can. But if you've got money and you're doing well, then that's great. Just still need to put a good portion aside to starting up, because that's how you're not going to fail. Because let's say you've saved every month. Research shows that startups fail within the first year, right? For you, a lot of startups, fail in the first year. For you to avoid that, every month, if you're putting money aside, advertising, whatever it is, you'll have money to keep you going. So you won't be worried about, oh, I'm gonna stop. Does that make sense? I won't fail. That's fine. I've got money. So that's the second one. Let's move on to the third one. After you figured out your roadmap, you got your money, finances sorted, planning. This is so important. Again, my course has, I'm sorry to harp on about it, but it really, I've created something so special for you. It's like a 110-page document. It's digital, you can edit it. I've created a whole planner in there for you. Very simple, yearly, monthly, and then a weekly planner. You might have your own planner, but why I say plan and planning is very important, because it's a factor of accountability. You'll make sure that you get things done if it's in the planner, yeah? So this is very important. Again, my course has this amazing planner that I've created for you, that you've got your to-do list, you've got your weeklies, you've got everything in there, and you can use it whenever to make sure that things get done. Check it out, by the way, in sarakLondon.com. It's Startup Business Blueprint /course, but I call it a Startup Business Blueprint. It is a course, but you can see the planner even before you purchase it. Even if you're not purchasing it, you just want to see what you're getting, just go to the business and social media planner as well, and you'll see that that planner is in the startup one, or you can buy it separately for like $14.99. But I do recommend it. For me, it's not about, I put a lot of hard work into it, but it's not about getting you to buy stuff. I've created these things from working with clients and figuring out, there's so many planners out there. It's a nightmare, but they're not for businesses. They're not made easy. So I've made like a 5-step planner that you can easily action your goals and get it done. So planning is very important for accountability. Next one. Number 4, branding. Branding is another step after you've done the finances, you figured everything out, you've got your planning. Your branding is going to be key. And by the way, you might want to put branding as one of your roadmaps, one of the things on your planning calendars, in your yearly 1 page that I've got on the website. If you purchase that, put branding on there. What's your goal? Branding. And by the way, my top tip for this is, if you're branding, don't let it overwhelm you. There's 2 ways of branding that I train you, and I do tutorials in the course, but there's 2 elements to it. 2 of them. One is you use something like Fiverr.com. It's a website that you can outsource your logo work. So tell someone to make your logo, your packaging, whatever it is. It is hard work. People have used it, and it is, You got to be extra careful with who you use and what you tell them. That's why, again, my course mentions there's a brief in there, Photoshop brief, but you can edit it to have a brief and gives you the top tips of how to use Fiverr.com. But my point is you can outsource wherever, and Fiverr cost effective. The whole point of it is you pay a Fiverr to someone, they can, well, minimum of Fiverr, they can get a logo done for you. The other way, option number 2, which is if you haven't got the money and you've got time and you've used something like Canva, use Canva. There are logo templates on Canva. Again, this presentation is just a general sort of giving you things, but if you want them in detail, sign up to the course. You get a lifetime access if there's any updates, new tutorials, but it is £299. But by the way, it's on discount for half the price, nearly half the price, at £159. And it gives you all the information of how to get this branding done with tutorials. But like I said, we're on the clock here. So those are the 2 options, Fiverr.com and Canva. If you want more information, buy the course. It is worth it. Trust me. The course is worth a lot more money. It's going to save you like £20,000. And all the good stuff, the secrets, saving time, saving money, the branding elements, I've put them all in there for you. I've even created this amazing branding kit for you. So all you need to do is literally get your logo, make your logo, give all the information how the logo is. Okay, what's my font? Everything is there. I've done all the hard work for you, right? So let's go on to the next one because we don't have a lot of time. Number 5, the nitty gritty. The nitty gritty is not forgetting that you need to buy your domain. Okay, now you can get promo codes, discounts on domains. Domains you have to pay every year. So the domain is the www. So my one is saraklondon.com. I purchased that from One-on-One. I used to use GoDaddy. I had a nightmare with them. So I went to One-on-One, which is One Honest One. They're all over the world, global. So if you're listening to me from a different country, I do get people internationally. GoDaddy, One-on-One, Namecheap, all of them are great. There's promotion codes every year. Get 10% off for your first one. If you use something like Squarespace, if you're using Squarespace to create your website, you get the first year for free for your domain. Doesn't cost a lot. I think it's like £10 a year. So a domain is very important. You might already know this, but like I said, GoDaddy, One-on-One, Squarespace, if you're making a website with Squarespace, and sometimes Wix, Shopify, which I'm going to talk about. But if you're using any one of those, check, because sometimes if you purchase an annual package, you get the domain for free for the first year. But every year you will have to pay for the domain because it will never be yours. You can never just purchase it outright. You have to pay for it for a year. Sometimes you get discounts if you pay for 2 years, and you can't do monthlies with these. It's just pay for the 1 year, $9.99. So make sure. By the way, top tips for domains, try and keep them short and catchy. I know a lot of domains, the names are taken, like Sarah K. London. Sarah K. London, I was very lucky, but put London at the end of it. Put your city. You might say, but Sarah, my country, it could be Japan, it could be Hong Kong. You know, it could be any, but you know, it's international, Sarah. When someone sees Japan, they might think it's just for Japan. London is global. Everyone knows London. So you can use London if you're, a London or British-based business who are focusing on London. However, there are different, you could use countries, you could use, I understand Japan, Hong Kong, HK, whatever it is. Think creatively. Try to stay away from using hyphens. People don't waste their time with hyphens. And easy to pronounce, saraklondon.com, because people will Google it. They may not necessarily type it in. So something for you to be aware of. But keep it short, sharp, and sweet, and just make sure that it's your brand name as well, if possible. Oh, and by the way, you can always do UK or, like I said, different things. And .com, by the way, always purchase .com. Always purchase .com as the main one. Everyone does .com. Then you can do your .co.uk or whatever .hk, whatever your country is, your region, but making sure that you get .com, because most people will always generally go with .com default. A lot of people forget number 6, professional email. Guys, you need to have a professional email set up. You can get one for free as long as you've got the domain. And by the way, that doesn't happen. You can't get an email for free. As long as you've purchased your domain, in my course, in my blueprint, I show you how to set up an email for free. As long as you're paying for your domain every year, you can get your email for free. The course mentions that. If it's not, the course places like, you know, I try and save you money. This course is about saving you money. That's why you might be paying the 159 on discount, or if you're paying full price, 299, but I'm saving you loads of money. So these are the top tips that I give you. But if you don't buy the course, you can purchase you have to pay monthly for the email, one-on-one, GoDaddy, it could be a year, you can pay for the whole year, or you could do monthly, but they normally cost a few pounds. But I like to save money because it will go towards your advertising. But professional email, very important. When I say that, it's basically like my email, sarah@saraklondon.com. Why? Because research shows that you have to have a credible, your consumers look at having a credible email. So whatever your domain is, www. whatever it is, let's say it's beautyproducts.com, making sure it's info@beautyproducts, email@beautyproducts, or whatever the name is, the team name, whatever it is, team@ whatever it is. It's up to you, but it has to have the beauty products of saraklondon.com. Make sure that's got that in there so people know your domain and your email, professional. Okay. Next one, number 7. We're on a roll here. Hopefully on a roll. If I'm going too fast, by the way, feel free to go back and watch the videos. I'm going to be sending them by email anyway. But like I said, I'm trying to keep it short. If you're creating a website, it doesn't need to cost you thousands of pounds. I've heard of loads of crazy stories from people who've told me about how much they spent, £10,000 on websites. It doesn't have to cost that much, guys, genuinely. You can use platforms like Squarespace, Shopify, Wix, and you can create it yourself. In my blueprint course, I know, I'm sorry, I'm mentioning it again, but in my blueprint and course, we haven't got time, you see, so I need to mention it. In the course, it's like an hour and a half of a tutorial that I go through using Squarespace and creating your website. And as you can understand, a lot of people might not want to sit here for an hour and a half going through that website. So how to do it, there's a whole module just on creating a website in the course. But if you can use things like Squarespace, Shopify, or Wix, and you're confident just playing around, going for it, go sign up. You know, you don't have to buy my course, go and do it. These tips and everything I'm giving you is for you to go and do it yourself if you don't need the course. But if you want an expert by your side and you are struggling, and from my experience, people do struggle, for the price of a discounted one-to-one, you're getting the course and all the information is in there for you. So those 3 platforms, there's loads of tutorials online, but you can buy the course as well to figure out how to create your own professional, trusted, credible, amazing website. And I go through templates, I go through everything. But remember, Squarespace, Shopify, Wix. Those are the best ones so far that I've used with clients that they've enjoyed and found it easy to use. Next, I say starting your social media, because a lot of people that that come to me normally say to me, Sarah, I've done my social media personally and I can't be bothered with social media anymore. I don't use it. My best advice is start your business social media. In the course, I also mention things like using Fiverr and Canva to create social media posts. That's in the branding section, but it kind of ties in. So getting those posts created and making them look amazing just for launching even, because you want to create a little bit of momentum. This may not be applicable to you because if you don't want to use social media, but I do recommend it because even for search engine optimization, being top of for Google, and by the way, the website stuff, Squarespace helps with that, and Wix and Shopify. But for you to become, top of your game, you need to use social media. Even just start by doing one post a week. That's my top tip. And by the way, when you think, oh my God, I don't know what to post, what am I going to write? A lot of people come to me overwhelmed. My course breaks it down. But if you want me to give the top tip that I mentioned in that module, is just lifestyle. You could be going out, right? When I say lifestyle, do a lifestyle post. You're out with your friends for a coffee, fair enough. You don't take a picture of you and your friends, but a coffee, maybe your organizer, maybe your laptop, something. Take a picture and share something about you starting up, or something special's coming, and share a little bit about more about your business. People want to know you. People want to know about people, and that's what is important. That's why the bloggers and influencers became massive. I do know we all don't want to be an influencer and a blogger, but my point is, you do need to share a little bit about what you're doing, and maybe your business. And a good example is, I kind of share my day or a challenge that I've had, and I'll say, you know, how I've got to where I've got to. It's been a struggle, and I'm vulnerable, but I'm honest about it. People love it because we're all going through struggle. We're all in a tough time right now. We don't all need to show off, and we don't all need to show off and make it look like, oh my God, we've got amazing lives. No, let's be honest. What's going on? What's in your business? What are you up to? What is your big challenge? And share that and be vulnerable and use hashtags. And by the way, you've got a list of websites that you can use that pick up popular hashtags. So I mentioned that in the course, but even just Google popular hashtags and you'll find loads of popular hashtags that you can use. But top tips is engage with people. Engage with people. If you want to get engagement on your account, you need to go and speak to people. That's how it works. You have to speak to other people. You can't just be like, hey, I'm here, check me out. No one does that in real life. You need to walk into a room, for example, an Instagram account, and introduce yourself. Hey, how you doing? Love what you're doing. Pick some accounts you love, follow the accounts that you love. If your feed and your following is really good, you'll end up commenting on people's feeds. Commenting on their accounts because your feed is amazing. When I say feed, it's the people you're following. Make sure they're good people that you're interested in, that you enjoy and you feel motivated. So that's a massive module within itself. I have a separate course just on social media, but we won't go into that. But my point is, all I'm saying is just start with one post and be vulnerable. Just even start with that. Action. So we're getting near to the end of this presentation. Action. Put all those things into action. My course does show you how, well, not even show you, we do it. Every week I set you a challenge of whatever needs to be done, and you go away and you do it, and I give you the guides and the blueprints, and I've done all the work for you. My point of sharing is this: to go away and do it. That's the key. You've got a roadmap, you figured out your finances, you've planned it out, you know when to do it because you've planned it, you've got it in your diary. First thing you're gonna do is your branding, and you're gonna keep going. Every week, just do something and get closer and closer. And by the way, if you do the course, it's in chapters. There's 10 chapters, so you can do it in your own time. But the course will help you if you need something to just keep you on track. So I highly recommend it. Last but not least, and this is also mentioned in the blueprint course, the startup blueprint course, you need to measure, review, and improve. And I show you how this is not as hard as it seems, by the way. This is the secret. I've worked with really big organizations, and this is the secret, this little bit that people miss out. So look at things like analytics. And when I say analytics, Squarespace have it, I'm sure Wix have it, and Shopify have it. Take a look at what pages are doing well, how many people went onto your site, what pages they clicked on, what products they looked at, and try and improve. And you can improve because you look at the data and you can see what's working and what isn't. Yeah? So do that and then review and go back and just make those amendments. Remember, it's all about your consumers. It's all about your consumers, making sure you're giving them what you want. Now, I hope this session has helped you. You've got all the things that you need to start up. Hopefully I can make myself a bit bigger. There we go. Okay, so hopefully you've got a place to start and you know what you're doing, remember the course is there. It's only £159, 159, which is probably a price of an outfit if you're in the UK. Do it. It'll be worth the penny. I'd say the information in there is going to save you about £20,000. No joke there. The advice, everything that I've given you, at the same time, it is for a short period only, that special offer. It's going to be $299. So get your hands on it now. Get your hands on it now. It's 10 chapters every week. Even if you can't do it every week, every fortnight, everything's in there. All the work, hard work has been done for you. These 10 secrets, these 10 steps that I've given you, they're all in there, and I'm going to look after you. So I hope this presentation has helped you. Even if you don't buy the course, you've got your 10 special steps. You know what you need to do. I hope you launch, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart for having me on your journey. I'm sure you're going to do an amazing job, and please do keep in touch. Sign up to the subscribe, or actually, if you signed up to register, there's a little disclaimer there that you're already in the subscribe mailing list. But don't worry, I don't overwhelm and send you crap. Excuse my language. I do only send things maybe once every 3 months, or if you're really lucky, maybe once every, actually not even that. But my point is, whenever it's some good stuff, I normally send an email out. And I know, because there's secret marketing hacks, business secrets, top tips that I've learned, things that will help you on your journey. So feel free to do that as well. But I thank you for having me on your journey, and I look forward to speaking to you guys very soon. Thanks again. I hope I've done this within 30 minutes. If it hasn't, sorry. Have a great week, guys, and I'll speak to you very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.